Hello, living in Boulder Vlog for September 21st, 2019. It's Saturday, 7:27 p.m. Um, I think I was working until early this morning and then got up at like noon or something. For some reason, I have trouble remembering my sleep schedule. So, I I was working on like Eastern Europe. I'm I'm in the mode of working right now where I'm in the deep. I'm uh, I'm doing the time gobbling stuff right now. So it's kind of, you don't really have goals or anything. You just sit there and work. I noticed that in the Eastern Europe, there's all of these features, all these things that don't have the CSS, the border and the font attached to them. And so I was just going around and attaching those, and then there were some kingdoms that never didn't have any kings on them, like Khanate of Bukhara, and so yeah, just random stuff, just working on there. My mom texted me, wanted me to go over to her house and let the cat in, so I did that. I had to hang out for a while, but she had Scotch whiskey, so I drank the rest of her Scotch whiskey. I'm a little bit buzzed right now. I had like 3 tall shots worth of it, and then smoked a bunch of weed. Listening to um, listening to uh, speeches about like genetics and hominids and stuff. I think I might want to work on that part of my timeline next, like when I burn out on all of the stuff that I'm doing now, including the timeline, the migrations of hominids, and like I said yesterday, I want to make my timeline so that it connects recorded history with all the scientific stuff. So where I can turn in the Indo-Europeans into the various different tribes and people from recorded history and like seamlessly. So, but it's good to just be able to work on the really tedious stuff. And that's what I'm doing now, just working on the tedious stuff. It's great to not have to, think too hard because you can pay attention to more. It's kind of hard when you're high off your ass and you're working and trying to pay attention to what you're working and then pay attention to somebody speaking. But yeah, it's good to listen to that while I get prepared to figure out how I want to make the next part, the Indo-European area. But I don't know how much work there is. I mean, it's better to just work and not worry about time, because I'm in a section of my timeline right now where it's hard to predict how long it'll take, because I know that there are a whole bunch of kingdoms in the lesser documented parts of the world that I haven't really built up yet and stuff like that. So, but it's interesting, super, interesting to learn. But yeah, yeah. As soon as I burn out on that, I'll work on the more interesting stuff. So there's 2 different modes that I can be in when I'm working on my website. That's really difficult. There's work mode, where you do a lot of easy stuff, which I'm doing now, and then there's creative mode, where you're kind of building new stuff. And so yeah, I'm in work mode now. It's better to be in work mode because you have to, because I'm building this whole thing by myself. So the more you work, the better off you are, and then you can get efficient with it. I don't really have anything to say about what I learned. A little bit too high right now. But I think they figured out I'd have to read into it, but yeah, I think it's amazing how much they figured out. Like when white skin appeared and when lactose tolerance appeared and all kinds of stuff. It appeared, lactose tolerance appeared in Africa and Europe at the same time, apparently, because they started herding sheep at the same time. The whole if you really learn the science, and there's so much of the science is coming up now, you can get a really clear idea of the development of the Earth. And you know, what I want to do is see if try to get a picture of how the world was before the what's it called, the younger Dryas period, before the comet came and hit. You know, how much technology there was and how much there wasn't. I mean, my guess is that yeah, it was like everything. It was the most interesting time ever, because you had super advanced civilizations, but you also had all of these old hominids from the past around, and old animals, and yeah, the new civilizations with the technology that we can't understand now. You know, you'll have to come up with an explanation of how that came. But I think the aliens or the mutant geniuses theory could be, you know, both. I guess it's more interesting to try to keep it Earth as kind of mainly controlled by people who are here. So anyway, so yeah, tomorrow I don't even know what I'll be doing. I'm just working on this, working on Russia right now, and then Central Asia and stuff. So that's me for today. I'm in a good spot. I feel like I could do this forever. I need to smoke the weed right now though, but it's so hard to predict when I'll be done with this timeline. But 2 years. I think it's 2 years. I think that's the magical time. I think we're at the end. We're at 2020, beginning of 2020. I think the beginning of 2022 is when my website's going to start to coalesce into something workable. So yeah, I'm just and that'll probably be around the time where I'm financially out of debt and stuff. So so the whole act of being in debt won't ever bother me. It will never have been an issue because I was working the whole time. So anyway, that's it for now. Talk to you tomorrow. Probably the same story. I'm in the lulls right now. I'm in the trudge zone right now, which is good when you're working well like that. Getting it done. All right, later.